How's it going, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Today I'm bringing you my thoughts and impressions video of the Gears of War Ultimate Edition beta. As we all know, the beta lasted for 1 week and just came to an end on Tuesday at 11 a.m. PDD time. My thoughts on the beta are going to be explained throughout this video, and on a side note, I'd just like to say that this beta was fucking amazing. I truly do believe that this beta is an homage to the original Gears of War, and I'm excited to say that this game is amazing. Now, on to the details. Gears of War Ultimate Edition, a remaster of the first Gears of War. To an extent. This game is not like the Halo Master Chief Collection, as for every detail from the previous Halo games were point on. As to where the Gears of War Ultimate Edition, things have been changed. And those changes are for the good or for the bad. I personally think they're more for the good, but some people might think a little different. So let's get on to these things. The movement of Gears of War Ultimate Edition feels amazing. Of course, this game's going to feel different than Gears of War 1 in the sense that it's running at 60 frames per second compared to the 30 that the original was played on. So that's going to make it feel a tad bit different. But, on the other hand, the movement is more fluid than that of Gears of War 1. But other than that, the movement is amazing. I love the movement. I think it pays its tribute to the original in the sense of wall bouncing, all that good stuff. It feels just like Gears of War 1, just running at 60 frames per second. Now, on to changes to weapons. The sniper rifle is a big one to talk about because, of course, Gears of War 1 had the active reload down, which everybody either loved or they hated. Of course, it is in this game because it's remastered Gears of War 1. But on the plus side, they've added in settings. Now, this was in the beta that they controlled, but I'm assuming in the actual game, when creating matches or even through matchmaking, you might be able to search for games with different settings because they were changing active reloads on and off, so you could not have active reloads like in Judgment or have them on, just like in the previous Gears of War titles. So you could also change like respawn delays and self-revive. So I think that's pretty neat. I think that's adding more to a competitive sense, which I want to believe is one of the reasons why this game is doing what it's doing. Because of course, as you know, they added a spectator mode to this Gears of War. And within the spectator mode, what you can see from spectating your teammates, which is different, you can see their kills and deaths and downs. So it gives you player stats for each player while spectating, which is perfect for casters. So that, my friend, is awesome, and I'm glad they did something like that because I would love for this game to compete in esports, because with the addition of another change they did, they added new game types. As in the beta, you could play King of the Hill and Team Deathmatch, which were not in Gears of War 1. Yes, Gears of War 1 did have Annex later on added, but Annex and King of the Hill are different. And King of the Hill basically took the place of Annex. So, and of course Team Deathmatch wasn't added till Gears of War 3, I believe. As for other game types in the game, I'm sure they will have all the original game types: Warzone, Execution, and Assassination. Hopefully, I know that if they're going to have Assassination, I would hope they would have other game types like Capture the Leader or Guardian. I know they're all three very similar. And so I would hope they would have maybe each individual adaptation of the game mode, but they might not. They might just have Assassination. But as for changes with the weapons, like I think I said earlier, the reticules are different from Gears of War 1, especially with the sniper rifle. You have the bloom from Gears of War 3, as the reticule, when you no scope, starts out big and slowly slows down into the circle. A lot of people hate this, and I personally hate it too, because I wish they would have left that one the same. Because I really loved being able to quick left trigger, have the circle, boom, no scope somebody like no tomorrow. Now that's a little bit more difficult, but of course it's still very possible. Also, active reloading, if I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong on this, you guys have to tell me, but in Gears of War 1, when you got an active reload with the sniper rifle and you blind fired, your blind fire went directly to the middle of the screen. Now, for some reason, I'm pretty sure that that's how it was, if I'm not mistaken. But in this one, it's completely different. When you blind fire with the sniper rifle with an active reload, it does not go directly to the middle of the screen. Now, also for weapon firings, if any of y'all remember Gears of War 1, you could do the thing called backpacking people, which was where you could kill people when they were behind you. And that's because in Gears of War 1, the bullet came from the actual center of the screen. It didn't come out from the barrel and go to the center of the screen like it does in the Gears of War Ultimate Edition. So they changed that. You can no longer backpack people like you could in Gears of War 1. And that is a change that I think is necessary, because stuff like that, yes, it was cool, and yes, it was a part of the game, and it was what made that game. And people always like to say, you know, why change things? What made that game is what made that game. Like, being able to backpack people was just something that you could do. But as I feel, as we wanting this game to be competitive, I feel like small changes like that have to be made. Now, as for glitches, Gears of War 1 was extremely big on glitches. There was glitches of force mounting, where you could, you know, climb your character way up into the sky. The kung fu backflip, you backflip out of the map, people used to do all the time. Now, stuff like that, so far I've not been able to do any of that. The only thing so far that has been possible is weapon sliding, and not the original weapon slide that there was in Gears of War 1 where you could move around freely, just the one where you weapon slid to a wall. Basically, more laggier connections, I was able to do that on more easy. But as for anything else, roadie running, chainsaw glitching, all that, I was unable to do it. Now, the only glitches I really encountered, besides from weapon sliding, which some people don't mind that much, was just minor visual bugs and your character getting stuck. A lot of times if you would weapon slide on canals when getting the sniper rifle, your character would get stuck on the wall and you would have to melee to get off, but then your character model would be like all squished and it would look funny. But stuff like that, of course, like that's why this is a beta. Stuff like that will most likely get fixed being the retail game. Other than that, this game is amazing. Like I said before, the shotgun feels like the shotgun for Gears of War 1. It's just as random as it was in Gears of War 1. 1 minute you're one-shotting people like they're tomorrow. The next day you're two-shotting people and they're one-shotting you from a mile away. It's that Gears of War that everybody loves and hates. Now, another big thing is you can see right here, grenades are very random in this game, and I do not like them, because 1 minute they blow you away from a mile away, and the next minute they're right under your feet and they don't kill you. That's another problem I have with the beta that's hopefully changed. Probably not, but you can always hope for it. Now, as for, like I was saying, the shotgun, it's amazing. The bullets come out from the end of your barrel to the center of your screen, which a lot of people can get a little bit confused with, because you know, your character is a little bit offset to the left. So when you're blind firing, your bullets are going to your right of your character, which can throw a lot of people off, because when you're fighting somebody and you're not like holding in the left trigger to shoot them, you're just blind firing. A lot of times people will shoot to the person's left because they're thinking that their character model is mostly out centered, and that's not the case, and that creates a lot of stuff that, you know, you had to deal with. What I had to deal with was, you know, a lot of times you go into these fights and you think you're hitting them and you're not. And like if you go up to a wall and you shoot the shotgun like straight up to the wall, your bullets are going to hit to your upper right. And I think a lot of people have a problem with that when it comes to playing this game and their idea of the shotguns not hitting. But anyway, I would like to thank you guys for watching this video. This game is truly amazing. It comes out August 25th, and I would love for as many people to pick it up as possible and be a Gears of War fan. This game is going to be great. They're going to add stuff to it. You know, they're going to do the whole 9 yards, weapon skins, all that. But anyway, I know this went over the length of the video, and I'm probably going to add in an extra clip here at the end to make it add on, so this isn't just a black screen while I'm talking. But I am working on a mini-tage that I'm going to be putting up next. It's going to take me a little bit. This is the first montage I've ever made on my own without anybody's help. I have about over 10 hours of gameplay I've recorded that I have to go through and find pieces to put in here. So I'm hoping you guys are going to enjoy that. I got my buddy supposed to be helping me with an intro title for it and stuff like that. So hopefully this turns out to be one epic project. But anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. Please, 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 if you like these videos, please like them. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this beta. If you played this beta, let me know. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think it's good but they need to improve some features? Let me know. If you heard anything in here that you think is wrong, that I didn't mention, that you think I need to explain more on, please, guys, let me know. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I hope each of y'all have a very wonderful day. Gears of War, baby.